1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Born Dancing is all about dance for everyone and by everyone. We're a New York City-based nonprofit dance organization. We're founded on the belief that dance can be inclusive and be better for it. In dance, I didn't ever really see a whole lot of people with disabilities participating. I didn't see them on stage, I didn't see them behind the scenes, and I thought this was an area where I could do better, or we could do better. And so I set out to create an organization where essentially anyone who wanted to participate in dance performance could. I made the conscious choice to not work with people who I'd worked with before. And so I posted casting notices, and it was really important to me that the people who became involved believed in the mission and wanted to work with a broad range of performers. Our youngest performers are 7 years old. Our oldest dancers are in their 60s. We actually have every decade represented in our cast. A great number of professionally trained dancers who have 20+ years of dance training under their belt. And then we also have people who are brand new to dance, who have never done it before. And we have performers with disabilities. Some have experience in dance or in theater and some do not. Performers who are deaf, a performer who has dwarfism, people who use wheelchairs for various reasons, whether it is cerebral palsy or paralysis. It makes for a really fun and alive and diverse and supportive and positive cast of characters. First 8 count go, coming on the second 8 count. In February of 2017, we had a production at New York Live Arts. The first act was set to Cat Stevens music. It's very creative, it's very playful, and I love the childlike qualities. That just goes well with the whole concept of born dancing, because particularly in early childhood, we all just move. There usually isn't that kind of inhibition, or there isn't even that awareness that perhaps you're different, and we all just move. The second act was a new piece called Wasted Love, which was set to the music of Misty Boyce. A boy and a girl in New York City, and they meet and they fall in love. New York City street scenes of people passing each other, and once in a while you meet someone who strikes you. It follows the arc of sort of your typical love story. People are doing their thing, then they meet each other, they go out, they fall in love, then things get tough, and they break up. And they move on. That's it. It's sort of a typical, not so fairy tale. One of the first ideas that I had for Wasted Love surrounded a song called Perfect Wheel. I pictured the soloist moving around the piano and actually going under it and sitting next to Misty. One of the things that the piece really plays with is the notion of perspective, that depending on where you are in your story or where you are in someone else's story, the perspective is different. Same breakup, different perspective.
Yeah, you were the best, good feeling.
For it all to truly come together, it needed that live music. And of course, when you have live music, there's little things that you can troubleshoot in the moment. You can, can we pick up the pace there? Can we slow this down? Can we add 2 counts of 8? I was able to do little things like that because I had live musicians. Part of the fun and part of the challenge of working with such a diverse cast is how to utilize everyone's strengths, use a cane and incorporate that, to get creative with a wheelchair, incorporating sign language in a way that's meaningful. So it's highlighting the people and what they can do and getting really adventurous. Thankfully, everyone has an amazing sense of humor, so a lot of it is just really fun to try out, and there's a lot of laughter and a lot of mishaps, but we make it work.
And stop! We lost the
A big part of Wasted Love is the multimedia aspect of it. It includes video and it includes photography. And the idea really was to create a New York City backdrop. When you fall in love and it's great, your surroundings feel magical. And when it's not so great, things turn darker and just the world around you feels more gray. And so the video and the photography helped shape the piece and helped shape the mood in that regard. And we found all these really beautiful New York City locations and did this on-site choreography where the dancers most of the time learned the movement on the spot, and that video was used in the live performances, and the dancers then also danced in front of it. So it's this sort of great interaction between the video dance performance and the live dance performance. In the not so distant future, we'll be bringing back Wasted Love and then adding some new material, hopefully to Misty's new songs. And then in the fall, we're going to be doing a more bare bones dance production, just focusing on dance and focusing on collaborations between dancers with disabilities and those without. So we're already looking ahead to the next two productions and gearing up for that.
But when the dust had settled